Hi, I'm Robert. First of all, I'd like to thank you for coming to my channel and viewing this introductory video. I'm a very handy person. I've been tinkering and fooling with things. My earliest memory was around 8 or 9 years old. I was fooling with things like the furnace and fixing bicycles and trying to repair sheetrock walls and all those kind of things, even before my preteen years. So I want you to know that I've been doing handy things and tinkering with things for a very long time. Because of that, some of the things I do looks simple and easy. If you ever find yourself getting into a rough time doing something that I've showed you or explained to you how to do, just go ahead and back up, take a deep breath, review a few more steps of the video, and hopefully it'll come to you a little bit easier. Another thing you should know about me is I've had a lot of professional training. I was in the military, Air Force, for 10 years where I was trained and worked on aircraft. I also took A+ computer repair school myself. I worked in a body shop as a teenager. And I've also done some carpentry work that I took while I was in high school. So I have many different aspects of training on how to fix different things. So some of the things may come to me easier than you. Just take your time and follow the steps. As you're doing repairs and tinkering with things around the house or the car, always consider safety first. Don't work on electrical items while they're plugged in, and don't work on things under the car motor while the car is running. And if you're using some sharp item, make sure you take extra care not to catch yourself in anything like that. Never ever get under a car when it's on the jack that is supplied with the car, which has the purpose of changing tires and that. So get jack stands, put your car on ramps, things like that. Never ever do things that are not safe. While you're following my instructions, I do my best to be detailed and not skip any steps in the process. So if you find it necessary to remove some other part or get something else out of the way or dismantle something else, there's a good chance that you're not using the proper tool or you're not following my instructions. That can lead to other issues and problems, especially when working on older cars or older components. When you're dealing with stuff that is older, you'll find that things are fragile and some things break. When you're taking apart something that's not necessary to be taken apart, you may find yourself replacing that as well. So if you find yourself needing to do something other than in this instruction supplied, you might want to stop where you are, back up, review a few steps in the process, and get back on track. Never be too ashamed, too proud, or too deep into a process to call it quits. If you find yourself doing things that are dangerous or hazardous to you or your equipment, don't be afraid to call a tow truck, have your vehicle towed, or have your equipment taken to a shop and have a professional finish the job. So, if you have any questions, you can ask on any video that I have. Me or some other experienced tinkerer will be glad to chime in and help you in the event that I don't get back to answer your question as quick as possible. As with anything that you decide to do yourself, you do understand that me, YouTube, anybody else in any of my videos or the help I supply does not carry any coverage or liability to you. So when you use these videos, use my instructions, please understand that you're taking this on at your own risk. I'm not responsible for any equipment or your vehicle or your own safety of health concerns while you're using my instructions. I do my best to be safe in everything I do, and I hope you do as well, and you're using these instructions at your own risk. I also want you to know that I believe that a well-maintained car can last you many, many years, and you can have good enjoyment out of driving them. The current car that I'm driving now has over 230,000 miles on it and is 18 years old. I just took that car on a cross-country road trip that was 4,500 miles in 16 days. I'm about to take another road trip in this car that is about 2,000 miles in about 7 days. So I have no problem with getting in my 18-year-old car with 240,000 miles on it and driving halfway across the country. I think you can experience that same enjoyment. Last but not least, like, share, and subscribe. By subscribing to the channel, you will get notification of future videos that I do and post. By sharing with your social media friends, you'll give them the opportunity to benefit from the various and many YouTube videos that I post. And by liking it, you send a message to other viewers that people have seen the video and they actually found it helpful when they're scrolling through videos trying to determine which video that they want to use to help them through the process. So, thanks again. Have a great day.